Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 60 of Europa Universalis 4 as Spain. In our last video we finished our war against England and took a load more stuff from them. We also took some colonial stuff from the Netherlands and gave it to our colonial nations. I'm trying to gear up now, ready to go to war with France, and I want to be able to do this before before my golden age runs out. So, I'm not too sure what France's military powers is like compared to my own at the moment. France has 177,000 men. I have 417,000. We should be able to beat them here quite easily. We can march around in 60 stacks. How close am I to my force limit? I could probably get another 30 stack and not care about the extra money for being over the force limit. So, let's go ahead and do that. We have a self-sustaining colony. Excellent. So let's get you guys over here. Start working on these. We also noticed that Britain had managed to set up a colony in Australia. They were very sneaky getting that one in, but they did get one all the same. So, but yeah, France is definitely going to be my next target, and my intention is to try and deal with it by going in via Congo. Because they've got an alliance with Congo. We are building up some ships. I'm going to try and build our fleets back up. Receive extra colonists. Yeah, we'll take the colonists all the way. So we'll let all these armies build up. We'll let the ships start to build up. We've got some aggressive expansion that is burning off. We've got some overextension that we're currently working on. So can we tell when the Golden Age ends? I'm trying to see if there's something that specifically states how long the Golden Age lasts for. And there probably is something on the interface, but I'm just completely missing it right now. Let's go and promote English as a culture, because we have quite a lot of their land now. So you guys are all forming together nicely. Right, if we can get some 60 stacks together without taking a ton of attrition, and that's certainly something we should do. Right, you are not taking attrition. You are taking attrition. But we can go ahead and give you a leader that has some maneuver. Still doesn't remove your attrition. Okay, well, we'll split you up then. We're not going to be able to get away with that every time. Spanish Peru. Let's go ahead and just decrease their tariffs just to try and keep them happy. We'll let everybody else get together. I've still got this stack down here to basically take some stuff from Zab, which we could do. We don't have a truce with you anymore, so we could definitely grab some stuff there. You'll be able to deal with that. You've got more than enough. So the question is, before going to war with France, do we want to make a quick war on these for our colonial nations? And I'm tempted to say yes. So let's go in and just get this done real quick. We'll grab what we can over here. Which of these provinces? So all of these ones we are hostile to. So we want to take all of these provinces and all of these provinces, and I can give them to my colonial nation. That is fine. I'd also like to declare a war on Zab. We don't have a diplomat to send, but we'll get one back at some point, so that's fine. So this is just giving us time to deal with some of the rebellions, because we do have a few that might pop. We've got a lot of ships. Where's my rebellions gone? Rebel factions. Actually, it's not that bad. It's only really the Scottish that are potentially an issue at the moment. We have a diplomat back. You don't have any allies at all. So we can go ahead. Let's do the Holy War. And can we just march straight in and grab your army there without getting caught? I mean, we do have to go around your fort, which is a bit of a pain. We'll gain the base tax. That's fine. Yeah, it looks like they may try and escape. There's another conversion done. Now we can take a tech here, which would be military tech. Do you know what? I'm going to do it, and I'm going to go really over time here. Let's go ahead and change the mortars. Now, Mazab don't have any coastline left, so they've got no ships, so I don't have to worry about their, I don't have to worry about being attacked by their navy. So, I'm going to sort of not pay too much attention to that at the moment, because I do want to make sure that I deal with this effectively. Though, to be fair, it really shouldn't be a problem, because the colonial nations are helping out. Okay, so we want to take that one. Now, this red stuff down here, this is actually British Mexico, these two provinces, but we can cut them off by grabbing all of this. So that's kind of where we want to go with that. So we're going to grab this province. We're going to move down and grab these ones. It'll all be fine. These guys are doing exactly what they need to do. Not a problem at all. Yep, you should be able to deal with that. Excellent. So I'll keep an eye on Mazab with my other eye. Now they are sending a unit out here, but there's not an awful lot that we can do with that. We also need to make sure that we piece them out in the right order, so we can take as much as possible. I really don't want to have to go and start chasing these guys down, but it might happen. I'm guessing, oh no, we can get through to there. And we're already sieging this out, so stuff is getting done. Let's put it that way. Stuff is getting done. Let's go and get you down here just so we can deal with their army while the rest of you sort of got a wall breach on their capital already. It's going to be a very short war. Which is why I thought I'd start it, you know, get this war done, get it over and done with before we go to war with France. Which might even end up being on the next video. I just want to sort of make sure we've got rid of the overextension. Some of the aggressive expansion has gone away. It's just little things that'll really help out. So, no one's going to get any peace from us. You guys have actually moved down into no man's territory, which I find quite amusing. So, we do want to try and grab this, which we probably will. Now then, where do we want our heavies? Where's France's fleet going to be? I'm going to guess France's main fleet's going to be up here somewhere. So, we need to start getting the heavies together. This will be easier once the light fleets have sort of gotten their acts together. There we go. We've got your fort now. We'll lose the ducats because we're loaded. We've got 23k gold. And we can split you up and take all of these. You guys can come out of there because they've got no army left. And the war against Mazab is going to be over really quickly. We've also got 100% occupation over here as well. So there's only one that can peace out separately, which is you. So if we sue for peace and take your province, and all of your money, because you're no longer going to exist, so we'll take that from you. Again, it instantly becomes my colonial nations, and I don't have to worry about it. Now, we do have to wait for a diplomat to come back, I think. No, we do have a diplomat. And we basically want to take all of this if we can get away with it. Looks like we can. So we take all the money, send demands, and that should all go over to my colonial nation. Yep, some part of New Spain. Excellent. I'll keep an army down here just to help you deal with the rebellions that I've undoubtedly gone and caused with that. The Dutch are still trying to expand down here. Even though there's just little bits of wasteland, they're still trying to expand. But again, we're making these guys very, very strong. And I will go to war with Mali at some point as well. I know that a few of you have desired a war with Mali, and it is something that I would like to do. Definitely keen on giving that a go. Let's move you guys up. Right, okay, so how are we getting on with things? You're fully sieged. Let's move you guys out. That's one of the heavies. So these are also probably heavies. Yep, you're a heavy, and you're a heavy. You're a heavy as well. Just trying to get all the heavies together, basically. Get that stack up to 20 as quick as we can. Right, all of you guys, you go and get up to there. I mean, we could. I think I had 30 at one point, actually. I might even go up to that. So you want peace now, which is fine, I guess. So let's go and sue for peace. We want to take all of this. Again, increased coring costs, but what the hell, you know. Got more admin points than we know what to do with most of the time. So let's go ahead and core them up. Although that did just take me over 100%. So I should have thought about that. But I think we'll be fine. Shouldn't have pieced out as early as I did. Hopefully that won't cause us too many problems. These are both heavies. We've just hit the Diplo cap this time. So what are we going to do with the Diplo points? How far away from the next Diplo tech? We are ahead of time. We don't have a Diplo idea group. We could just use it to go and... not that we need the money. But we could use it to go and promote mercantilism. Gives us a little bit of corruption. But sure, do you know what? Let's just go ahead and do it. It just gets us off the cap for a while. And we are definitely not short of money. So we'll try and make sure we get all of these ships together. +3 local unrest. Well, sure, we want local settler increase where we can get it. That's fine. More Liberty Desire. New Granada. Well, they've just given them a load of land, so it's hardly a surprise. Let's go and decrease their tariffs. Again, we've got so much money coming in at the moment, we don't really need to worry about it. In fact, we can probably... something that I don't normally do in this game, but we can afford to spend a little bit more money on rooting out corruption and just getting rid of that as quick as possible. So we have 18 heavies together at the moment. I want to go up to 30, ideally. I did get some more building, I think, so we're probably just waiting on them. Can't remember what provinces they were at, but they will be done sooner or later. Now who has high liberty desire? Spanish Peru. Well, okay, let's go ahead and decrease your tariffs a little bit then. We'll just keep everybody happy. There we go, 20 heavies. Let's go up and... I'm just going to use the macro builder and take this up to 30 so I don't have to micromanage it. Although the macro builder does have its downsides, it doesn't prioritise the places that give you the sort of fastest build time, which is why I don't normally use it. Hopefully all of these trade fleets are going to sort of meet up with each other at some point. So how far away are we from getting rid of all of this overextension now? Because I really... yeah, we're nearly finished, so we're not going to be over 100% for long. April, we're already in February. April... So providing we can survive a couple of months. We'll take the admin power because that's what I've got the least of at the moment, but I don't really need either of it, so that's fine. But yeah, the cores are nearly done. Cores are nearly done. We don't seem to have too much unrest, although I think we have some. And we've been called into war. This is Scandinavia calling us into a war against Bremen. So that's going to be Bremen, Ansbach, Hamburg, Lübeck, Brandenburg. I'm going to accept it's not a war that I'm actually really going to get involved in, because it's all kind of up here, so I don't really need to get involved with this. Burgundy's now being called in, but that's fine. They may get some units over here and try and mess with my ships and stuff, or they might try and land some troops over in Britain. That is fine. There is a lot of the coring done. I don't want to move the heavies yet. If they're not actually causing any problems over here, I'll just leave it be. We'll just take the Diplo power hit because I don't want Liberty Desire from any of the subjects if we can help it. Scandinavia have probably got this one in the bag. I don't know why the AI seems to call you into a war just because. I don't think the AI necessarily... I don't think the AI necessarily considers whether or not you are needed in the war. It just calls all of its buddies in. But I mean, look at this. You've got Spain, the Commonwealth, and Scandinavia against Brandenburg and Burgundy and a couple of little... you know, minor provinces in the HRE. So it's not really a big deal. To be honest, I don't think we really need to get involved with this. I mean, there are some big armies marching around. In fact, saying that, just as I say that, here comes in a big army from Burgundy down here, which we might need to sort out. You guys can sort that out. I've got every confidence in that. France are attacking Britain down here. That's fine. So how do I deal with this? I guess I have to drop some troops off. We've got the transports here. Let's go and pick this 30 stack up from Navarra. Let's go and give you a good leader. We can hire another one. You're not too bad, actually. So let's wait until you dock up. Let's go and get you on the ships. And you have got to sail all the way around the Cape. Well, not the Cape, but around the Med, which will take a while. but we'll get you there all the same. So that means there's open borders with Savoy, which means we can march into Burgundy, so we'll definitely consider doing that. Now then, what is the weight of this province? 44, so I can't put a stack in there. We could build development up a bit more, or build a fort, but it's not worth it. Not worth it at all right now. Things are going just fine. They've actually got some troops down onto Venice as well. Venice doesn't have a fort, though, so it isn't really worth anything. I mean, it's annoying that they take it, of course, but it still isn't worth anything. Right, okay, let's see how well you do here, Burgundy. When are we going to arrive? 26, we already have. And they are getting absolutely slaughtered. Wouldn't let me click on them there. Now, can we just march into Burgundy? Looks like we can. Bit of a risk, but we'll give it a go. Now then, we did just have a hostile siege. Or we had some rebels anyway. Probably weren't my rebels, so I don't need to worry too much about them. In the meantime, let's make sure we do keep getting claims on any French provinces where we can. That's as many as we can do right now. Yep, please do feel free to come and engage me in the hills. And get your army stack wiped. That was excellent. Excellent decision there. I'm going to split up and grab both of these because they're only... they don't have any forts or anything down there. Have you landed anything on the British mainland? No, you have not. You seem to be mostly leaving me alone. Now, there are a few units that managed to get down here from the Palatinate. That's a little bit unfortunate. But do you know what, Palatinate? I've got some more troops that I can go and bring over. So, if you want to play that game, sure, let's do that. And I'm just going to sit here and siege out bits of Burgundy. Get Burgundy out of this war. Right, let's give you a leader. Let's give you... Most of these leaders we've got aren't great, I'll be perfectly honest. And let's go and land there to block your retreat. Right, we'll group you back together, and we should be able to... Yep, we can march through Austria. Right, our golden era has ended. This is the reason why I wanted to attack France. I mean, I haven't done what I said I was going to do, which was attack France before my golden era ended. Either way, though, I think it's put us in a good position. We've got all of that extra force limit. I think we can beat France now in a straight-up war, providing the Ottomans don't get called in. So I'm not overly concerned. Where did you move your units to? Let's march over there and go and take back Venice. Ah, yes, looks like we're going to run into some of Ansbach's forces there. They're going to get destroyed. Nice and easy. Got the military points here. Let's just go ahead and assault. Where's the button? So we'll do that. We'll get an instant wall breach. Speed things up for us. I know I said I wasn't going to get involved in this war, but hey, it's a bit of harmless fun. So we might as well. And what else could we siege out over here? Right, Ansbach has been pieced out. So we could go and take the Palatinate's lands as well. You guys have done that. Let's go ahead and siege out the Palatinate then. Get them out of this war also. Being blockaded in a few places, which is to be expected, but I think that's generally fine. Looks like our trade fleets mostly sorted themselves out, actually. Quite happy about that. So you're going to go and take the Palatinate. That'll probably get them out nice and quickly. We're just going to carry on working on Burgundy. Yeah, that should be fine. So, Ansbach is out. There are some troops down there, but they're sieging out the Commonwealth, so they are leaving me alone, which is good. Got a wall breach here in the Palatinate already. So there's 42% chance that that's going to fall on this siege tick. 35% chance of this one over here. Oh, that was unlucky. Come on. Let me have one. We'll keep all of these... France is definitely going to be the next target. Although, that said, I would still like to attack Mali. And I would still like to attack Bermanis and feed some of that to Mysore. So there's quite a few places that we can attack. But, yeah, Burgundy's now losing Burgundy's now losing sieges. Let's go ahead and split you in half, actually. I don't think Burgundy's got a particularly big army around that I need to worry about. I mean, they do have units around, but I'm just not particularly worried about them. Not having the Golden Age is going to hurt a little bit. You're black flagged, which means you can't cap that. Who are you anyway? You're Trier. 92% chance. Okay, surely we've got to get this now. AI's really not doing things in our favour. Let's move you over and start grabbing that other fort. So this should be Palatinate out of the war pretty quickly. Apparently not. Let's move you over. We can go ahead and do some conversions, so let's get working on those as quick as we can. Right, Palatinate might get pieced out here. Okay, something's just happened. I think that was Burgundy getting pieced out. Oh, no. The war's over. War's over, boys. Come home. So let's get you guys all down here. We'll take a bit of attrition as they march through, but I'm not too bothered about that. Let's leave the transports over. No, let's leave the transports down here because we might need them to quickly get down to the Congo. We might need them to quickly get into Italy. So leaving them down here is probably not a bad idea. And I do intend to use my heavies and my trade fleets to also help. So that won't be a bad thing at all. And I guess all we're doing now is just waiting for things to recover. We shouldn't be overextended anymore. Well, we will be a tiny little bit. 12% overextension, which is almost gone away. Our aggressive expansion is quite a bit with Cologne, the Netherlands, and Great Britain, which makes sense because they're the people we've took land from. We can invest in a new tech, which would be Diplotech. That would put us ahead of time, but sure. Now we've got the Age of Revolutions. Let's have a quick look and see what we need to get any of these. We've already got enough, actually. We've got... we have an empire. We have a subject with 250 development. We've got at least 2 origins of institution. We could probably get a 3-star general as well if we really tried. Have at least 50 development in the capital. We could probably do that. Have 125% discipline in your armies. What is our discipline? 115.6. Okay, not great, but it's alright. But yeah, so we'll still get some points here. And what can we spend them on? What could we get that would be useful? Liberty Desire from subjects development reduced. That could be really useful for us, actually. Artillery bonus versus forts +3. Also really useful, especially against the French. Improved forced march. Oh, force march costs no power. Excellent. But there again, it's not that useful because I don't really use that much power force marching anyway. I've always got lots of military power. The main downside to force marching is you don't recover morale while using it. Global naval engagement +20%. Not that useful. Ignore coring distance. That's useful. Artillery damage from back row +20%. That's probably the most useful, more than anything else right now. Liberty Desire in same continent subjects -25%. Well, we don't really have any subjects in the same continent, really. They're all overseas. So the ones that would be most useful for us would be probably the improved 20% damage from the back row artillery. The Napoleonic warfare for taking forts down more quickly. And then the anti-revolutionary zeal and the unrestricted conquest. Not too sure if we'll hit both of those by the end of the campaign. But we certainly might get there. Let's go ahead and break some of these stacks up now, just because they're getting a ton of attrition all standing in the same provinces. But generally that was a good war, and I'm happy with how that went. I certainly think that we will look at attacking France next. They may well be into their golden era, but I still think we can handle them. So I am going to end the video here because we've gone over the 20-minute mark. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4 of Spain. I will see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.